Alright, how's it going everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Let's get back into it now, part 2 of UFC Undisputed 3. And in the last fight we almost got the shit beat out of us, we almost lost, we got dropped twice. Chris Evans, is that Captain America? Should we fight Captain America? Is he the biggest payout? Tune up fight. We're fighting Chris Evans because the biggest payout's only one. No, they're all only one action. Fill-in fight. Joaquin Pagan. I think let's fight Captain America. Looks a little bit like him. And now a loading screen that takes 15 years. I'll have a Sour Patch Kid while I'm waiting. Okay, so I'll be on strength. Oh, tire flip this time, I think. Do that tire flip drill. God, I fucking hated this. I still do to an extent. I like the idea of it, but doing the turn, the minor transition turn, you'll see what I mean. Like when you have to spin around the tire.
Here we go. Strength training. Get that
like
tire
I'd tell it to go somewhere, and it'd just go in a different direction. Like it'd go past the turning, and God, it was infuriating. I'm getting a bit more used to it now, but I think that's only helped because I'm using a PS4 controller on my PS3 instead of a PS3 controller, and I'm finding them so much easier using the PS4. Oh no, I'm talking shit, you've just seen it in action. See, I went to go up then, but it went to the right. It's got nothing to do with the controller, it's got it's all my inputs that are to blame.
That tire isn't gonna flip itself.
Look, it's not doing it. It's gonna...
Get it moving.
There we go.
Don't
just
stop.
wasted all that time though.
Looking stronger already. Great work.
I find this is one of the hardest ones for me to do.
Don't deadlift it. Use your legs. Almost there. Keep it up.
I really have to take my time with that input.
Flip that tire.
Not gonna get it.
10 seconds. Give it all you got.
Get it up there.
There we go. Great work today.
Still didn't get max score, but I'll take it. So if you mess one of them up, you mess one of the turnings up, you've pretty much just shafted yourself for the higher score. It's funny that I'm just saying it. Oh, because I'm using my PS4 controller, I'm finding it so much easier, and then I fuck it up. Fighting Captain America. Steve Rogers. Chris Evans.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready? Come on, let's do it.
Start with the low kick every time. Oh. Taking shots like that pass, but head movement, head movement, head movement. One thing I wish was different in this, well, a couple of things, as much as I like this game, a couple of things that I wish were different. Number one, the sound when you hit people. I wish it was a bit more fleshy. You know what I mean? Just instead of these thuds like you knocking up bookshelves, that's what it sounds like. I've always thought it should sound fleshy when you hit things rather than just like smacking them. And one other thing I wish was different, I do like the striking, although it would be nice to use the option to use the sticks like Fight Night. I'll always, and the eSports MMA, I'll always prefer to use sticks in games like this. It should give you the option to use both, you know what I mean? Go for the armbar. Look at the kickboxer turning into a submission gag. Yeah, I wish in this when you're throwing strikes, when you're throwing strong strikes, so like hooks and uppercuts, for some reason there's a bit of a pause if you try and throw so you've got weak strikes, you've got strong strikes. So weak strikes are things like jabs and straights, and strong strikes are hooks and uppercuts. And you can combo from a weak strike into a strong strike, but you can't combo smoothly from a strong strike into a weak strike. So in other words, if I was to do a left hook, i.e. a strong strike, and then try to combo straight into a right straight, a weak strike, there's like a slight pause, there's like a delay. But if you go right straight, like weak strike, left hook, strong strike, it's a quicker combo, so it's like right straight, left hook. But if you try and go left hook, right straight, it'll go left hook, pause, right straight. Like for some reason you can't transition from a strong strike to a weak strike, which is just stupid to me. It's like so unrealistic how you can't do that, and I don't know why they did it. At first I thought it'd be like for like balancing reasons, but like so you can't just spam loads of punches. But I mean that's why you'd have stamina bars, right? So you can't just blow you know, you can't just spam punches because your stamina will dwindle. But I don't know, I just wish you could take that delay away and you could combo from a strong strike to a weak strike, because if you've ever hit pads or you've ever watched boxers, you know, a left hook right straight is a very common combination, and it's a very effective one. You know, we see a lot of right straight left hook, but to go left hook right straight, or left hook right uppercut, or left uppercut right straight, you know, it should be that's a fast flowing combination. And why you can't do it in this game is why they chose to put that delay in after the strong strikes. I'll never know. We've got some sponsors we can unlock. But yeah, if I knew where to look in the game's files, and it's altered, I don't know, I wouldn't know where to look in the code, or if it can even be changed. But if I could mod it, that's what I'd want to do, is that slight delay between the punches. I'd want to remove that, so the combos would flow even better, because they do flow well as it is, but just take that slight delay. Javier Segurado, we're going for the title already in the WFA, coming for Javier's title. Some people have made some really good improvements by modding this game. Like I say, MrMoiTie, he's kind of like the main man, I think, when it comes to leading the charge with these mods on this game. He set up the Discord, I think, and another guy who's been helpful, who was actually really helpful, was a YouTube channel by the name of UFC Veteran, English lad. He's really helpful. I chatted to him on the Discord, and I don't really like asking for help from people. I feel like I'm mithering, you know, but he just gave me loads of info, like, and it was helpful with some stuff, and he's figured out how to go into the code and stop the AI from doing takedowns, so it creates like a stand and bang mode that's kind of seen in the more modern UFCs, where it's just like a kickboxing match basically. And he's kind of got it to the point where he can actually make that function, which is really impressive. Like, you know, it's like going around in the code and just changing values and stuff, but trying to figure out what it all is. It's like a huge trial and error process, you know. I imagine even just doing what I'm doing, like basic texture stuff, that's like, there's a lot of trial and error with that. Get that should we do defense drill? Yeah, let's get the defense drill. I don't think I do this exercise properly, but well, yeah, it's just good. It's amazing how far people have come just learning how to mod stuff, you know. And yeah, so UFC Veteran helped me out. Although I wanted to know if anyone does know where the wrestling shoes are stored. I know, talking to 20 people in the viewers in the comments here or watching the video, but like,
I want you to focus on defense right now.
Where the wrestling shoes are, because I want to swap
Avoid those shots.
Some wrestling shoes round onto some characters. Some characters already have them, like Mark Coleman and Heath Herring, but there's some characters who don't have them that should have them. I think like Don Fry and
elusive. I want you elusive. Watch him close.
Kevin Randleman, that's another one.
Ouch. With defense like that, I won't get too attached to those teeth of yours.
I'm trying to talk and do it at the same time, man. Give me a break.
That's what I'm talking about.
I knew he was going to fuck that up.
Light on your feet. Don't stand there and eat shots.
I thought he was going to say stand there and eat shit then. That sounds like he was going to say eat shit.
Defend like 10 seconds. Finish big. Looking good. There we go. You're looking great.
No, it wasn't brilliant, but because we fucked
Keep
up
it
on
up. That was a great session.
punch him in the face quick while he's not ready. Get that defense up. Can't be getting rocked too easily. Oh, we can do 2 training sessions now. Good stuff. I might do that again actually, just because I fucked it up. Let's concentrate this time. Let's have a Sour Patch Kid just for concentration. Might as well shut up while I do this now.
Anticipate and block. Let's go now. Stay moving. Watch your footwork. Don't cross your feet or get off balance. Stay on the move. Don't be a stationary target. Light on your feet. Don't stand there and eat shots. Don't get jumpy. Keep those eyes open and those hands high. That's it. Avoid those shots. Don't defend like you're scared. Defend like you're smart. There we go. That hard work is paying off.
Now we can quit out of it because we're done.
Unbelievable job today.
It's better. I mean, we increased it by 2 there, but might get a few techniques learned for the next fight. So get a hard right straight learned and some duck and left hook and stuff like that, and lunging left up to the body. Can't remember which camp. I think the Wolf Slayer, I think, does mainly a lot of the striking techniques that I'm probably going to want to learn. I'll probably end up staying in the Wolf Slayer, I think, for the rest. There's a point in the career where you have to, well, early on you can bounce around different camps, but eventually it makes you select the camp and then you have to stick with it for the rest of the career. So I'll probably end up, be the Wolf Slayer, I think, eventually. Depends how many moves I can get learned before it tells us to stick with it, pick a camp and stick with it. Javier Sagrado coming for that title.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All the doesn't matter how hard like I try when I'm making me created fighters, or when I see created fight, they all tend to just look the same. Like, you know, like they've all got like a similar look to them. Like their eyes look the same and the nose. Even when you try and really make them different, like even the created caps that are like based on real fighters. You know, like I've done like Fedor, and I made Sakuraba and Kazushi Sakuraba, and they all look the same. Like even though I make their facial features different, they all. I don't know, there's something about like around the eye region and the nose and mouth, they all look very similar, no matter how different you try and make them look. I need to be learning high kicks as well. I forget we haven't got any high kicks. Gotta whip that left up. I know I'm playing with fire here, but let's see if we can get that low kick stoppage. Just gonna keep spamming low kicks. Oh, that's the left up to the body that I want. He's got it. Oh, that was a nice inside one. I wish you could have like different kinds of low kicks, like for the animation, like Jose Aldo's low kick. I love how he throws low kicks, and people like Barboza. I know Barboza's not in this game, but just like the way they throw the low kick, like Jose Aldo's is one of the best low kickers I've ever seen, especially in MMA for sure. Like there's other low kickers that are amazing, like Ernesto Hoost from K1, but in MMA, Aldo has got some of the best low kicks. Just the way he throws it, like it's probably. Wondered if he likes to play football, like soccer, in his spare time in Brazil, and it's probably got something to do with how the way he throws his low kick. I reckon, like his like how he looks like he's fucking booting a football, like, you know, sometimes like it's got that side-on whip to it. Whenever I see this sequence, it's like my fighter's gone deaf. Like all the sounds just got sucked out of the room. He's like, oh, my hearing's gone. I can't hear nothing. Sounds like he's in a cave now. Keep it standard. Watch out for your opponent's punches. Thanks for the tip, coach. I didn't realise that. I had to watch out for the punches. Thanks for the tip. I'll bear that in mind. Let's get back on that leg. Try and get that low kick stoppage.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Dan the Tan getting us underway. Running with that low kick straight away. Oh, that knee to the body. I never defend body shots, ever. I just never think to do it. Or low kicks. I know you can check low kicks and actually damage their leg, but I just never think to do it. That's what I mean. I haven't had enough experience with the game yet. I'm just focused on my head all the time. Oh, be careful. Oh, there it goes, the inside low kick. Oh, yeah, that like terrible scream that he let out there. That's cool. Oh, we got a trophy. Brilliant. That's just so good how you can stop fights in this game with low kicks. I love that that's in the game. I wish that was in EA Sports MMA. I was disappointed it wasn't in that game. That's to the inside leg. Oh, his knee buckled then. Look at Dan just looking at him. It took a lot of low kicks to do, like, but I just love that it's in the game. There's a lot of people who still regard this as the best MMA game today, and it's 2012, so it's 10 years old. Like 10-year anniversary. It's a recent time. Like it's celebrated its 10-year anniversary. A lot of people love the grappling. Say it's got the fairest grappling system in any MMA game so far, and I think I tend to agree. Even though I'm shit at the grappling, but I like how I actually enjoy how this grappling works compared to the modern UFCs. Like I just don't. I think the last modern UFC game I played was well, I played the last one was UFC 4. I didn't play 3. I had 1 and 2, but I missed 3. I don't like 4. I don't know what it is. I bought a cheap copy off eBay, and I think I played it for about an hour, and then I put it back in the box, and I haven't touched it since. I just don't like it. I don't like that you'd have to press two buttons to do a fucking uppercut for a start. I like in this game and UFC 2 where you hold backwards and then press triangle or square to do an uppercut, rather than press 2 buttons. I know it's a case of just getting used to it, but yeah, I just don't like the modern UFC games. And I like something special about this time for me, like around this time for the UFC. Like all the sponsors on the shorts, and before the Reebok era, before the Venom era of fight shorts. Like I didn't like the Reebok attire, and I'm not too fussy on the Venom stuff either. Venom's just like it just looks the same to me. Like a slight change in design, but it's just got Venom written on it. I've never been a big fan of the Venom brand, to be honest, but like years ago when fighters could wear whatever they wanted shorts wise, we've got an opportunity to fight a UFC guy already. Matt said it. Let's have one title defense first. We're not going to do Conor McGregor. We're not going to get the belt and then run. We're going to have a title defense. Give Brian Schmidt his shot. Yeah, like seeing all the different kinds of shorts back then people would be wearing and all the sponsors plastered all over them. That was something I really liked, you know. Like boxers, when I see boxers, I like seeing what gear they wear and stuff, you know. But when the Reebok era came in, it's just like the fighters just had a uniform now. Dana was like, here's your uniform now, here's your boring Reebok fight kit. Everyone looks the same. All the shorts look dead bland and dull. Just like slight variations in colours. Oh, black and white. White and black. Champion gold and black. It's just fucking boring. Have a bit of pizzazz with the shorts. Should we do a stand-up spar? I'd have to get like diminishing, like knock some of your other stats down as well, which is bizarre. Let's go stand-up spar again. And then I think we'll let's learn a technique after this, I think.
All right, time for some kickboxing.
Loading screen took
Let's
forever.
work.
It'd be good if there was if they had a mode in this where you could just do this, you know, like put some boxing. I know that's what I was on about. With the stand and bang mod that UFC veterans been working on. It's kind of emulating this, but it does have its issues at the moment. He's trying to work out how to, like, the fighters' fingers will clip through the boxing gloves, and the textures will be all weird on the gloves. And
I see you're improving.
He's trying to figure out how to mitigate that. But in this, I just wish it'd work the way it works here. I wish you could just take off the head guard, take off the shin guards, whack a pair of boxing gloves on, just have like a K1 kind of experience. And that's the thing I wish we'd get as well as a K1 game. I want a decent K1 game, like the ones that are out there are like,
push to the end, 10 seconds left.
I think it was, oh, knocking me sparring partner out.
Beautiful.
Sean Strickland and being a dick to me partners. Yeah, I wish there was a decent K1 game. I know there's those old PS2 ones, well, goes way back, doesn't it, onto the PS1. I think there's some PS1 K1 games. I remember I played it was a K1 World Grand Prix 2003 on the PS2. That was alright, you know, it had a good roster in it. Fucking like, that's my era for K1, like all from when it started. It was in 1993 up to, I'd say, around 2002, 3, 4. That's when K1 for me was just, that was the shit K1, like, you know. I wish we had a game, like a modern game of K1 with like controls like these games, or using the sticks like in Fight Night. Oh, it'd be so good if we had that, but we just never did get it. So rocks right straight, or chucks right straight. With Brock's one's got a bit of a step to it. Cover a bit of distance. We'll go for that one. Yeah, there's a bit of a step. I like it. Look at Bisping there. Old Michael Bisping, the Count. Oops. Just have a minute, Michael. We're supposed to be learning a technique. Let me do it. There we go. I watch your YouTube channel, by the way, Mike. It's good. I like Bisping. Really come into his own as an analyst since he retired, and towards the end of his career, he's become so much more likable.
Before fighting Czech Congo, Mir began a weight training program designed to help him match strength with the new breed of super heavyweights.
Good job. His work ethics have improved tremendously. It's like a different person.
7-2 slip, the big right hand. Yeah. Nice, do it again.
This guy's doing conditioning every day. He's hitting the mitts every day. He's working on his jiu-jitsu, on his wrestling every day. I mean, he's a much better athlete, no doubt.
I want to be the best at everything. I want to outbox Mike Tyson. I'm going to out-wrestle Alexander Karelin. I want to choke out Roger Gracie. And until I can do that, I'm not satisfied with myself.
I like you. I love you, Frank. I love Frank Mir, but you're not going to outbox Mike Tyson, mate. I'm sorry. Schmidt gets his title shot. Brian Schmidt. It puts us on the left side of the screen because we're the champion. Good stuff. I'll skip this loading screen because it'll take forever. Brian Schmidt trying to take the gold from us. Dan the Tan about to get us underway.
Let's go, guys. Fight.
Oh, he's trying to cheap shot us off the glove touch. This fella almost fucking. Oh, I'm taking this fella like he almost had us last time. He's got to switch on here and stop fucking around. He dropped us. He had us on the floor. Gammy leg then. Oh. Just likes landing them front kicks. Fighting in a phone booth. I'll start learning to block low. Oh. Double liver shot. Busted me up, look at the blood. All busted up. Oh, and he was rocked him. Let's kick that liver. Both busted up. We're going to have a Sour Patch Kid in between rounds.
Up, he's going square. So you got to follow in at range. He's backing up square. So the kick won't reach him. You got to just...
I've gone deaf, coach. Why can't I hear nothing? I've gone deaf.
So you've got to stay on balance. You've got to keep moving forward while you're punching. And you can't stop in one place. Okay? When you're done punching,
bad cut there on his right eye.
You're moving to angles. Okay?
Oh, he's teeing off on us.
After you angle off, fire on. You own him when you spin him. You understand?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, guys. Fight.
Keep pressuring him once you get him moving back. Come on, head moving.
With that body.
To your chin, to your chin.
Oh, oh he's winded a bit. Let's go to that body. Attack that liver. Look at him, he's winded. Oh, that was a nice combination. Liver shots right straight up top and left up to the head. That's it, Dan, he's done. Better check on him, Dan, see if he's alright, he's not moving. Liver shot, right straight. And a left hook up top. Just wish that delay from the strong attack to weak attack strikes was removed, and that just would have flowed so nicely. Bang! And you see the gum shield come out. Look at that, the gum shield comes out of his mouth. That's another nice little detail, I think. Mouthpiece coming out. Oh, he spat it out. First title defense of the WFA title. Oh, we didn't get a knockout of them. I think we should have got a good knockout for that. There's been a lot of I know I started talking about it in one of my recent videos, but I got sidetracked and realised during my Fight Night video I was talking about the most recent UFC 274 and some of the fights that were on that card, so with Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza, and that was like everyone's really hating on that fight, and rightly so in a way. It's just like it's turned into one of the one of those boring, well, definitely the most probably boring title fights in the history of MMA or in the history of the UFC. Let's get a t-shirt set up with some sponsors while we're talking, and then we'll call it a video. Yeah, that fight was just, don't know what went on there. A lot of people are blaming Rose, blaming Carla, and they're both in a way to blame. Like Rose basically did nothing for 25 minutes, like barely any strikes thrown, barely any takedowns attempted. It was just like so uneventful, the fight. But Rose is getting a lot, like in terms of Rose, she's getting a lot of flack, but I think she's getting probably too much flack from people. I think if anyone's to blame, it's her trainers. So like Pat Barry and Trevor Whitman, you know, they should have got to the third round, and I mean, Rose's game plan was, I guess, to just avoid Carla's takedowns, you know, for the duration of the fight. But I mean, you can't do that the whole time. You'd eventually got to start getting some offense going, right? What's the MMA Elite? Yeah, you got to get like your own offense going. Do you know what I mean? And Rose was like, I guess she's just worried about being taken down, like, you know, because she has lost to Carla before by submission. But it came to the third round where she'd like done, you know, barely anything was done, and then I think the coaches should have said by the end of the third round, okay, look, we've done a good job of evading their takedowns now for 3 rounds. It's time to start trying to score, you know, like trying to land some shots from the outside, and you know, like, because Carla made a few takedown attempts, and Rose, when she did get Rose down, Rose just got straight back up again. You know, so she negated it, you know, and I'll tell you what, let's have that one. So it's Rose's should be taking that opportunity. It's like, okay, I can keep the fight standing now. I can keep the fight in my world. Carla can't get me on the floor, and when she does, I just get back up again. So now it's time to keep Carla stuck in that striking world now and just start landing shots on Carla, you know, and well, that's not what happened, like, you know, and I feel like her trainers should have said, her trainers were encouraging her to keep the game plan going, of like, you know, like keep doing what you're doing. which was a mistake, I thought, because it just led to a boring fight. You know, they wanted Rose to stick to that game plan, and it worked. Well, it didn't work because she fucking lost the fight. You know what I mean? She lost the title because of it, and she thought she'd won. Like, Rose thought she'd done enough to win. Well, I just thought it was coaches are more to blame, I think. Rose is getting a little bit too much hate when I think it should be on her coaches, and Rose hasn't blamed her coaches in any way, shape or form. She probably doesn't want to feel like she's betraying them if she does, like says, oh, you know, well, my corner told me to stick to the game plan, it's nothing to do with me. But I feel like that was on Trevor Whitman, and Pat Barry in her corner should have told her to step it up at some point, rather than just saying, oh, don't worry about the booze, that means that you're doing everything right. It's like, come on, you've got to start, it's alright evading takedowns, but you've got to start scoring your own offense. Do you know what I mean? It's easy for me to say, I'm not in there, but it was just you know, we've seen other strikers who've not wanted to get taken down by grapplers, and they've managed to stay on the feet successfully, and then they've made them pay on the feet. Do you know what I mean? You know, we've seen that plenty of times. What are we doing for time here? 37 minutes. I've got to call it a video on before I waffle on tangents. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy everyone, and I'll see you next time.